All right, Suns Mavs. Sunday's morning's Mavs Suns game was juicy with storylines, man. There
Yeah.
was Katie and Kyrie facing off for the first time since the
All
trade.
right, let's stay there for a second.
Okay.
Just for a second. Not a lot of interaction.
Between the two.
Not a lot of daps, hugs, pregame talks, postgame talks.
Those are two kind of weird dudes, though.
It also makes me wonder.
They did seem to be more like buddy. I mean, there was a different dynamic when they were on the Nets, I guess.
Yeah, but I wonder how close of friends they
really were.
I think they were at one point.
But when everybody thought it was dead, it actually was dead. Like when that point where Kyrie was doing all the BS and
yes, I think maybe. I think that, and I know that Kyrie's like we'll always be brothers and all this stuff. I appreciate all that. I think that sometimes you're really, really good friends with someone, or you think you are, and then you start working together or you start living together, and by the end of it, you're not nearly as close as you were before you knew the person. So go ahead.
It is a job at the end of the day. But there was Booker and Luka beefing from last year's playoffs, obviously. And of course, it came down to the wire. Is this suddenly the best rivalry in basketball?
Definitely.
Yeah, I'd say so, too.
I think it definitely is. And I think people are way underrating the Mavs' ability to beat them in a series. I'm not saying they're better than them. What I'm saying is this. Last year, the Mavs were down 3-2. And
they were losing in close games, I feel like. I mean, at least like the difference of 10.
Well, right. Well, they were down. And then do you remember what happened in Game 7? Game 7 was the game that was 57-27 at half.
Mavs. Yeah, when Luka dropped like 40 or something.
Well, Luka outscored the Suns in the first half.
Yeah.
Okay. And everyone's like, and now the Suns have added Kevin Durant. Okay, let's talk about this, though. Suns have added Kevin Durant. They have lost Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, valuable players. Mikal with their best perimeter defender. Also, they have kind of lost Chris Paul. I mean, he's still there, but so they've added Durant. They have 50% less Chris Paul, 100% less Mikal Bridges, 100% less Cam Johnson. The Mavs have lost Jalen Brunson, Dorian Finney-Smith. They've added Kyrie Irving. I don't think it is not surprising me at all that this game came down to the wire. You know, it is surprising me a little bit. Okay, let me ask you this. What did you think of Devin Booker talking trash to Luka?
I think I thought it was a little early. I think that Luka's still on top for what he did to him in the playoffs.
Okay.
I think that he's got to get some type of postseason revenge.
Okay. So I ask you that because you're the athlete on the show. I think you're allowed to talk trash whenever you want, but you open yourself up to some mocking or criticism if you do it to the guy who the last time you talked trash to him was after Game 5, and Luka says everybody talks tough when they're up. And then Luka baptized you for 2 straight games. And then in this game, you wait until big brother Kevin comes in, hits the game-winning shot. Luka misses when you're not a part of the play. And then you chirp. And I had everyone come after, oh, Nick, you don't understand how trash talk works. Eddie Johnson. Can I tell you what Eddie Johnson said to me?
Eddie Johnson say.
So Eddie Johnson is a former Suns player, really good NBA player who's now on the color commentary for their games. I tweeted Devin Booker talking trash to Luka is absolutely hilarious. Eddie Johnson, who just won't leave me alone, tweeted that happened a year ago, just like you didn't have hair a year ago. Funny how that happens. I
don't think people understand how unfunny that type of joke is when you just grew it.
Right, exactly right. No, people are really convinced like that I got hair plugs or that I wear a wig. But this guy, so last year during the series, I tweeted, Mavs should feel fine. Suns have no answer for Luka. Phoenix got every rebound, hit 3 desperation, end of shot clock shots. The second half killed any comeback attempt. This series is going the distance, and I like Luka's chances at the end of it. By the way, great tweet by me in the midst of that game. So I wrote, the Suns have no answer for Luka. And Eddie Johnson replies, I don't even follow this guy. Replies to me, sort of like, you have no answer for Stephen A.
Oh gosh.
And then
Got a bone to pick, man.
And then during one of the games later, the Mavs were winning. I tweeted, where are these dopey fan media folks from Phoenix that were living my mentions all week? They cut off the Wi-Fi in Arizona for the weekend or something. And this is what Eddie Johnson writes. Nick, I assume you have me in that category. I like that, especially from a 5'2", 130-pound non-athlete like yourself who has zero idea that losses energize and focus you instead of running and hiding like you did when they took your ball. Let's have fun. I love it. Like, I don't understand this guy. But whatever. It's
Devin Booker burner.
No, but the thing is this, he played 17 years in the NBA. I used to go on his radio show. Like, I don't understand.
Hey, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button to get more from the show, and make sure to click the bell to get notified every time new content drops. Check out full episodes of What's Right wherever you get your podcasts, or just click the link in the description below.